All right, there we go. Yes, we've got our background music going. All right. So, good morning. My name is Eduardo Jackson, CEO, founder, creator of the CinemaDraft game and CD3D in-game token economy. Welcome. So, we have covered a lot of ground. We have an FAQ, which is pretty helpful. It includes a lot of our previous AMAs. As you've seen, we've done several that have been recorded. We'll be adding this one to this list as well today. I will put this in the discussion group. There we go. Actually, let me turn this down a little bit. There we go. Miss Starbucks, Starbeezy, go ahead and start inviting the community. I think there should be a link that we can stick out there. So if you have any questions at any time, feel free to jump in. I will just basically be going over what we usually go over. It seems like, here we go, share invite link, copy speaker link, and let's share to, there we go. Send this to everybody. Done. Okay. And then, yeah. All right. That should do it. Okay. Yeah. So feel free to jump in with any question you have any time. These are very free flowing, mostly because we've covered a lot of ground in our previous AMAs. These are just the video ones you know of. We've probably done at least another 6 or 7 more that have been text AMAs. They're floating out there. Definitely go to our, oh, you know what this is missing? This is missing our blog site. So let's add our blog site to this. Token site is on lookbook. Let's do, you know what? Undo that. Let's do, you know what? I'll add it later. Anyways, our blog, our official blog is medium.com at CinemaDraft.medium.com. There we go. So feel free to go here and see, check out our pinned posts, check out our frequently asked questions. And we have another AMA every day tomorrow, around the same time. I think we'll be going 1 hour before our sale in case any last minute investors have questions. And I am pleased to announce that, well, we've readjusted the whitelist amount so that we're giving out a total of 250 slots. So we are technically full. I will be closing the list after I'm done speaking with you all. So if you haven't gotten the list yet, make sure you submit your address to the list. Okay. So number one question we usually get is, why do people have... Oh, we have a question. Yes. Nishan, what's going on? Nope. Okay, he's just listening. All right. So the number one question we get is, besides how do I join the whitelist, it's also, and just for your information, if you've submitted to the whitelist, we update it periodically to the confirmed whitelist here. All right. So these are all the people who have been confirmed. 330 in declared contributions. It goes for about 250 people. So you're either have the timestamp when you submitted, or you were submitted by a promoter. Promoters, you are welcome. We have specials for you and your communities. Definitely reach out to us. You can get me directly at CD3D_CEO on Telegram. And we have specials for you all that will be honored even with a full whitelist. So after we close this whitelist, the only way you'll be able to get onto the whitelist will be through a promoter. Okay. So if you haven't signed up, sign up. Let's see what else. Number one question we get after how do I get on the whitelist is, and actually I need to change that, don't I? We're not doing 1,000 slots. We are doing 250 slots. What did I just do? Here we go. edit this. And also, yes, and this is key right here. All addresses who contribute one BNB or more will be automatically entered into our 100,000 CD3D giveaway, 5 winners. So everyone who buys over 1 BNB or let's say 4,000 CD3D will be entered into a giveaway where you can win 20,000 CD3D. All right. So buy and buy big, buy with both hands, everybody. Fill your boots, because the second question we usually get is, why are there so many holders if this is a pre-sale? And my answer is, it's not a pre-sale. And I know this confuses some people, but we have a Poo coin. Whoa, up to 19 cents. Okay. Right now, and we are currently selling at 4,000 per BNB. What is the price of BNB right now? Ooh, 658. So let's see. So 658 divided by 4,000. So yeah, so we're about 16.5 cents. Will be at the sale. So let's say by tomorrow 5 p.m. UTC, let's just say round number, this is at 660. This token will be going on sale for 16.5 cents with post-sale liquidity at 3,000 per 22 cents each. So right now, we are the best deal in town. There's not a lot of liquidity. As you can see, there's less than $1,000 of liquidity available. And I will explain that briefly. And our market cap is 11 million. I'll explain that briefly. Now, the history of this token is that we've always wanted to create our own launchpad. We always wanted to create our own thing here at CD3D.app. We wanted to, as you can see with our explainer video, we launched with what's called a batch auction. That's basically the crypto version of a Dutch auction. So what we did was we took our 20 million ICO tokens, and we'll go over Tokenomics real quick in a minute. But we took this amount that we had for sale. We put them all up for sale at once. We gave a 24-hour period for people to submit their bids, their anonymous bids for how much they think the token is worth, with a minimum floor of 1 cent. And after all the bids were submitted over a 24-hour period, we arranged those bids highest per token price to lowest per token price until we hopefully would sell them all. But we did not sell them all, and so we still have ICO tokens left to sell. Unlike meme coin projects or some other token projects, we are an actual company. We're a business with employees and expenses. And this ICO section of our token supply, this 20 million, this 20% of our token supply, we need to sell to fund the business. So anything that was left over, we were always going to try to sell out on other ways. So we did a Dodo sale. We sold some there. We did a, let's see. Yeah, that's the only one that worked. We've done a few. We've tried a few attempts on PinkSale. This one, I'm very confident will succeed because we are partnered with the Jiaoxi community and some other Chinese key opinion leaders, KOLs. So we look to hopefully sell out during the 10-minute whitelist period. But anyways, so we have some tokens that are out there, probably no more than probably somewhere around 700,000-ish amount of tokens that have been sold. But there's not a lot of depth. A lot of people are holding. I'm very excited to let you all know about our staking pool right here over on Dodo. And actually, I'll leave that in. Well, actually, no. Let's just forward the news from yesterday. Here we go. Forwarding this into the main group. There we go. I love a good soundtrack. Sorry. Okay, so this is our staking right now at 187.2.1% APR. There's not a ton of people in the group, so go over and fill your boots. Basically, it's a 30-day staking experiment. We put 150,000 of our liquidity tokens here so that you all can just can safely stake and stack. Let's keep the price stable and out of the selling supply while you're quietly earning dividends every day. I originally did this with a friend's account. Let's see how my friend. So I originally did this I originally tested with my friend's account for about 100 CD3D. Let's see if I can bring that up. There we go. Okay. And just to give you an idea, this has been up and running for about a day and a half. Once again, 150,000 tokens over 30 days. So that breaks out to about 5,000 tokens a day. So she's already earned 60 CD3D on her. Wow, she's already earned 63 CD3D on her 100 tokens in a day and a half because the pool is pretty small. And that, so she was the first one in. So of course she got the largest share of the rewards initially. Now that we've got people in, she's only 0.4% of the pool. So, you know, if you're already a holder, get in when you fit in. Post sale, if you're looking for a staking opportunity, go ahead, come over here to Dodo, park your tokens, earn more tokens on what you just bought, because we are doing everything we can to keep the price pressure on buy and up and healthy. And that also explains our tokenomics too. So we've had some pushback from these meme coin chasers who aren't used to seeing tokenomics like this. So let me explain our tokenomics generally for you all, okay? And also give a little more context to what you see over here on our PinkSale page down here, right? So 50% have been locked, 40% have been burned, and I'll be explaining some of the unlocked right here. And this is what's up for sale on PinkSale tomorrow, and this is the liquidity behind it. Okay, so 40% burned right off the top because we are a deflationary token that accounts for the 2.4%. So we have a transaction fee normally. You won't be paying a transaction fee during the sale, but you go, exchange it between wallets, or you try to sell it on the exchange. Well, number one, if you sell it on the exchange, you're going to be charged 15%, where 5% goes out back to everyone as dividends, and then the 10% breaks down into this. So 10% breaks down into 2.4%. Burn, which accounts for this 40%, which we made dead right after deployment. 1.6% is buyback and burn. So every time there's a transaction, there's no 2 consecutive sales. There will always be the token going back to buy back the token and then burn it as well. And then 6% will be dividends, and the 6% in dividends breaks down like this. 75% goes to all holder wallets. 15% goes to CinemaDraft LLC, that's us, as revenue, because we are a business. 7% goes to community rewards, and this is going to be key right here in the future. This will fund our star cards, digital collectibles of celebrity NFTs. So yes, I had this idea like a year and a half ago, a year and some change ago, well before the current NFT hype, but we want to integrate celebrity NFTs into our game. So not only can you win CD3D playing our game, trying to guess the best performing movies and TV shows each week, but also if you hold the celebrity NFT of the actors that are actually in play each week, you can earn additional CD3D just for owning the celebrity NFT. And then also staking rewards wallet. Of course, as we have more volume, this will be a bigger pool. But basically, all holders who have 30 days or more in the protocol, we will have a way for you to claim your share of staking rewards, honoring you all for long-term holding. This is built into our contract protocol. All right, so this actually spits out 3% of the 6% of every transaction into a wallet, and then we'll use that, we're going to finish building on the back end a way that you can claim your staking rewards proportional to how many tokens of yours you have that are 30 days and older. All right, because we want to give you more benefits for holding longer. We're not a pump and dump. I'm trying to tell people we're not a meme coin. We're not a pump and dump. We are a pump and grow. So, and that also explains why if you buy our tokens tomorrow on the platform, they are vested. They are vested for 25%. For 25% will be available right after the sale, and then 25% will be released every 20 days. So if you can't wait 2 months to get all the tokens you ordered, then I'm sorry, we are not the token for you. We are not here to rug pull anyone. All of our tokenomics are built for long-term profitability. All the actions we've taken with our promotions, and those of you bounty hunters who are patiently waiting, I hear you. I will set up a schedule for payment for you all after the sale. We want to make sure there's enough liquidity to absorb your tokens in a staggered basis. But everything we do is for the long-term health of the token and the community. Oh, we're up to 21 cents. Oh, all right. Maybe I should keep talking. Okay. So yes, let me finish up the tokenomics real quick. So 40% were burned to account for the 2.4% the deflationary tax. 2% is going to the team. That's us. And these tokens are locked. And actually, that brings me another point. Let me show you our proof of burn and lock page. Here we go. We made this over a month ago. So you can verify all of what I'm saying here. And actually, let me forward that one to you as well in the group. Let's see. Proof of, where'd it go? Proof of burn lock. There we go. Let me forward this to the group. Dun, 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 dun. All right, there you go. and so this shows you, all contract details or audit report, and then all of our burns and locks. And actually, let me keep it on this page for a second. I'll go back and forth. So 2% are our team tokens. Actually, drag this over here. Nope, wrong one. This one. There we go. And that is, where'd that go? Right here. All right. So basically, we lock these for we lock these for 90 days. We can't get any of our tokens for the first 90 days. So that'll come up on January 6th. And after that, it's broken up into quarters. So we'll be getting 500,000 tokens at a time every 90 days. And so you can see the locks for that here. Okay. So we won't be getting our full token amount until a year later. All right. And honestly, I'm not looking to sell. As a matter of fact, I have a savings wallet that I use to go back in and buy up the price of the token whenever I can. Like, this is actually a pretty good price. I still might buy some more going into tomorrow's sale just to keep the price high. But I have a savings account wallet that I use to buy back our token, because right now for me, I feel like we're extremely undervalued, extremely cheap. I like to think that we're the next potentially Axie Infinity, because we do have NFTs built into our game as well as a regular game. But if you look at the Axie Infinity trajectory, they also came out, they also debuted at 15 cents a year ago, right? Just like we debuted at 15 cents. And yeah, 15 cents. And a year later, they're worth $141.90. At one point, I think they're as high as $150. So I'm not saying we're on that same trajectory. I'm just saying that there's a non-zero chance that we could pull an Axie Infinity. And so that's why I think, 16 cents, the sale tomorrow on the platform, 22 cents post-sale liquidity, 21 cents right now on Ape or PancakeSwap is extremely undervalued. So we'll be out there buying back our token as often as we can when we have funds, because we definitely believe in this project. I've been working at this for 5 years. Just some background on me, if you're curious or interested. This is my LinkedIn, LinkedIn.com/in/Eduardo Jackson. This is me. I'm a real person. I've been working on this at least since 2015. I really started fleshing out the idea. 2016 is when we incorporated in Las Vegas, Nevada. We're a US-based company. and you can scroll through and see, as you can see, I'm very active promoting our stuff, not shy. And then, yeah, you can see my background. When I had to work a job for other people, I would do marketing. Otherwise, I'm used to running my own stuff. This was an entertainment promotions company. I was a poker room manager for internet, for an online cryptocurrency poker site, which never quite made it. And then blah, 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 all this other stuff. So you can look that up. You can see my experience, education, all sort of stuff. But I'm a real person. I'm fully doxxed. I've got the PinkSale KYC badge, although I will admit it has not stopped some scammers from scamming. I mean, I don't understand the point, but, people are going to do what they do. So anyways, so you can check me out there, as well as, have the full faith that I am a real person who has a lot more on the line than, just stealing a few BNB. Okay. So back to the tokenomics. So 2% was for the team. 20% is also for liquidity. Now we're doing liquidity different. Now I know a lot of these, meme coins come out and they have high liquidity, sometimes they have auto liquidity built in. Well, I have also theories behind, high liquidity as well being out there. I think you can fall into a liquidity trap if you have too much liquidity out there. If you say, let's say, for example, SafeMoon's a perfect example. Oh my God, let's look at SafeMoon real quick. SafeMoon, and I actually wrote something about this, and I can leave you the link if you're interested. I'm a bit of a crypto OG. I've been a Bitcoin investor since April of 2013. I really kind of got into Bitcoin in March of 2013. And where's the one? I think I did it. Was it this year? And so I've been really big into Bitcoin and crypto for the longest time. I love it. I love talking about it. I started blacksandbitcoin.com in January of 2014 because I wanted to make sure that, my community, the African American community, knew about this, because it's totally egalitarian. There are no barriers to entry, unlike a lot of financial products for us, at least in this country, in the United States. So I really wanted to make sure people knew about, this great opportunity that we had, or as I like to call it, we have a once in a generation chance to create generational wealth. So that's why I started blacksandbitcoin.com. So you can also check this out if you're so inclined. Actually, I'll leave that in chat as well. But I wrote, was it back in, I want to say was it May? Yeah, this one. Yeah, rug pulls, price manipulators, and liquidity traps. Oh my! So I didn't come up with this concept. I did not. Someone else wrote a Reddit post, which I found highly fascinating, and he talked about how the SafeMoon was a liquidity trap, because with each transaction, SafeMoon does 5% auto liquidity, where 2.5% goes in BNB is paired with 2.5% of SafeMoon, and it was each transaction. And that was a cool idea at first, and I looked into possibly doing that for CD3D. But if you notice with their map, what happens? Well, two things are wrong with that. First of all, there's too many goddamn tokens. Too many tokens. All right, they have, what is it, a quadrillion or 400 quadrillion, some ridiculous amount of tokens, which means that if you're making if you're adding liquidity with every transaction, you got extremely popular like SafeMoon did, and you've got that many tokens out there in supply, right? And their circulating supply is almost half a trillion. Half a trillion tokens? Well, I don't know. Their whole thing is kind of sketchy when it comes to this, but basically, I mean, look at their overall thing. If you got in after the top, we're never going to see the top again. The closest we've ever gotten is, I actually bought in around, I want to say around here. I think I bought in around here, just to study it. I only spent about $40 worth just to study it. And so I'm up. I think I'm up to $70. At one point I was up to $160, and then it came back down to earth. But I mean, the thing is that SafeMoon and tokens like SafeMoon, where they provide a lot of liquidity early, when they have maybe too large of a token supply. Yeah, this is 1 quadrillion. This is absurd. You don't need this many tokens out there. You just don't. And even if they have burned half or whatever, I mean, it's still, supplying, if you keep adding liquidity with every transaction, and you do, on an average day right now. Well, it's cooled off now. They do, quote unquote, only 11 million in average volume these days. But when at its height, they were doing probably like $1 billion a day in volume. You're adding that much more liquidity into your pancake swap, your liquidity pool. So you just end up drowning out your own token. There's too much supply. I mean, look, I do have an MBA. It's not like Wharton or anything, University of Phoenix, whatever. I was trying to avoid student loans, and I ended up getting MBA, going to school 1 day a week for 4 hours a day for 2.5 years in LA. But I do use it every day. And one of my best classes was, macroeconomics. And one thing I do understand is that if you have too much supply, it dilutes demand. You have to have a healthy pressure between supply and demand. I mean, if you have, think about it. If you can have all you can eat, rice, and let's say you love rice normally. If you have all you can eat rice every day, eventually you kind of get sick of rice. Or there's more rice than you can actually eat. They just keep bringing rice to your dinner table. Rice. No, I'm good. Too much rice. I'm done. I'm full. I can't eat any more rice. That's SafeMoon. That's SafeMoon and all these deflationary tokens that either have too high token supplies with auto liquidity built into it, or have released a bunch of liquidity at the start with too high token supplies. It's just not gonna. You're just gonna have too much liquidity. So we decided over here, I decided over here with CD3 that we're going to do something a little different. We're going to apportion a portion of the token supply just for liquidity, and that we're going to break it up. So we have 20% of our 100 million token supply. It's 100 million, not 100 billion or 100 trillion or quadrillion. No, none of that stuff. 100 million is plenty. It's roughly 5 times Bitcoin. So what we decided we're going to do is we're going to take 20% of the token supply, 20 million, devote that to liquidity. We're going to lock it up. We locked it up over, let's see, hold on a second. We locked it up. Here we go, liquidity tokens. We locked it up for, well, we want to lock it up for longer. We need to implement a mass locking protocol, which we'll be doing shortly. But right now we have, so when we debuted, we kept out 500,000 tokens for monthly liquidity, of which we want to use 70% to keep on our own platform, so that when we do have our DEX up and running, hopefully in a couple months, you guys can come to cd3d.app and trade with us first. And then 30% each month will go to other exchanges and staking farms and things of that nature. So that explains why I put 150,000 tokens into our 30-day Dodo farm right here, just to test out the process. It went pretty smoothly. People are getting their tokens. It's great. And then also to see if this is something that we can do in the future, which we most likely will. Oh, hold on. We need more music. Hold on. Let me bring up the soundtrack again. Need more music. Where did the music go? Let's do this playlist. Yeah, here we go. Okay. All right. Is there a shuffle on this thing? There's no shuffle. All right. Anyways, so we're on a new playlist. Okay. So anyways, back to liquidity. So recently, it's been a month. We had these tokens unlock. So we had basically like 19 million available. So we relocked 19 million tokens. This is it right here. And so hopefully, especially if once we're funded, we'll have the time to, take a step back from the sales all the time and be able to finish our multi-locking strategy. But we'll basically lock up the rest of these in 30-day increments for the next 4 years. So every month, every 30 days, another chunk of 500,000 tokens will be available from liquidity. We will use that for 350,000 on our own platform, and 150,000 for exchanges or staking or what have you. Okay, so that's what that's about. Let's see. 8 million is our community jackpot fund. So this does take a little bit explaining. And by the way, all of this, mind you, can be found with our handy dandy white paper. Really? Why can I? What? There we go. I don't know why it's playing footsie with me. Okay, this is our white paper. And actually, let me see if we have a. Let me see if we have our. Oh yeah, that's right. We have white papers in many languages actually. Let me forward that one to you. Let's see. Should be under news. No. Under news. Anyway, actually, Alan, go ahead and forward the CD3D white paper for people, and I'll keep talking. Basically, all this stuff is here in the white paper. Okay, this is the right one. All right. It's been through a few revisions. All right. So these are our tokenomics down here. And so basically, oh, and also some features of our token. Sorry, I totally forgot about that. So we covered staking rewards, anti-whale protocol. No more than 0.15% or 150,000 tokens token supply will be able to be bought or sold in a single transaction. Anti-dumping protocol, that is the extra 5% transaction fee will be charged on all sales through exchanges, and this fee will be distributed as dividends to all holders. And so our community jackpot fund. So this is 8% that's locked but released quarterly, and proof of lock of that is right here. So basically, we locked up 8% of our token supply, or 8 million, for 90 days. So that also will be released on January 6th initially, and we will also keep locking them for another 90 days with another mass locking script, because we'll basically be releasing 500,000 tokens every 90 days, and we'll be using those tokens to reward our most active players in our CinemaDraft and DraftStream games. So basically just we'll have like minimum player requirements to be eligible for this, but basically we'll treat it like a lottery. So the more you play, the more chance you have to win. And everyone who plays should be able to get a chance to win something, basically, hopefully, at least early on. And the more chance you have to win, the more chance you'll have to win, the bigger prize. Then we'll work backwards from that. We'll start, maybe for draw, maybe we'll start from the bottom up. People who win all the way up to the big prize. So if you have more chance to win, you have more chances of winning something from the jackpot every 90 days. And, and hopefully this will be nice and juicy because we'll have a lot of value to the token. So right now the token is worth maybe 16, 21 cents, what have you, but it could be $1 by the time this comes around. So these could be real prizes for people. So this is just going to use to reward our most active players as a thank you to our players. And also, once again, this will be doled out over essentially 4 years. All right. And let's see what else. So that is this part. And then 10 million for marketing. That will also explain some of our largest wallet addresses as well. 3.33 million have been locked for 2 years. So I don't spend all of our WAD excitedly on marketing in the first 2 years. That just kind of makes sure that we have the marketing tokens we need for later. I know some tokenomics are favorable of having auto marketing liquidity, and actually that's not a bad idea. I actually kind of stumbled across those late in our process, but I just kind of like having this chunk of tokens to use as we see fit. And that should explain all of our tokenomics right here. And and also I'll just take a pause real quick to drink some water. But is anyone listening have any questions? No questions? Okay, I will plow ahead. So let me refresh this. These are another question we usually get is, well, why are there so many addresses? And also what are these big addresses for? What's going on here? Because, everyone's afraid of getting dumped on. I understand that. So these are all of our team.finance vested tokens in the percentages I discussed earlier. These are the burn tokens, and I keep telling me I got to turn the reflections on this off. This is dumb. Why is the burn address getting reflections? All right, no, I'm literally gonna write this down. Burn address exclude. Okay. Because these are 13. Was it? Is that? These are 13, almost 14,000 tokens that could have come to us. This is dumb. This is my bad, y'all. Apologize. Anyways, this is our marketing wallet right here. This is the PinkSale contract, which currently has 1 million tokens for sale and another 382,000 on top, and also their 2% tokens fee. This is not this is a Gnosis safe. I segregated about 1 million marketing tokens to cover ICO promotional activities. So this includes airdrop tokens for those who are patiently waiting, bounty hunter tokens, which there's about 200,000 of those, and then also and then anything left over that we may need for ICO activity. This right here. Which one is this? This one always trips me up. This one is Dodo. Create Dodo mine. Is this Dodo? Oh, okay. This is the Dodo pool. Gotcha. Okay. So this is the Dodo pool. No, it's not the Dodo pool. What is this? This is. Hold on. Why does this one always trip me up? 847,000. This must be. Oh, okay. This is the ICO. This is the ICO wallet. Duh. Okay. This is my ICO wallet. And that's where. No, actually, that's not it. That is. No, this is the ICO wallet right here, with 229,000 tokens left over. I locked away the remaining 18 million because we're not going to have 18 million tokens worth of sale over the next few days. But these are available for anyone who's interested in private sales, what have you. And then after the sale is done, we'll have access to the 18 million again. But once again, we are using those exclusively to sell through exchanges or through sale events or over the counter. Let me get this one. What is copy link? Which one is this? This one is with the 31C5. Let's see, hold on. 1, 3. Oh, duh. Liquidity. I'm tripping. This is the liquidity wallet. My bad. This is the liquidity wallet. As you can see, it's got about 800,000-ish in there because we've been looking at places that we can actually deploy liquidity. So this will definitely be a smaller wallet in the future once we have the DEX Launchpad up and running. This is the ICO wallet safe that we use to. This is the ICO wallet that we use to create sale events like on PinkSale. This right here is the pool of tokens that are taking advantage of our Dodo staking, and this is what's remaining in the Dodo staking wallet. And then this right here, I believe, is just a good old-fashioned private investor. Hold on, probably got those from our batch auction sale. Hold on. 58CF, 8CF. What is that? Yep, that's not me. That's none of ours. So that's the private investor. This 90,000 right here is being escrowed for our signature campaign, which is ongoing right now. And this is our savings wallet, the one I told you guys that I'm using constantly to buy back our token at cheap rates. And I have no plans on selling any of it anytime soon, so don't worry about that. And after that, it's just all private investors. So that explains these top wallets. All those tokens are pretty much accounted for. As far as, and then, yeah, so feel free to check all this out on our site. As far as the game goes, now, if you watched, was it yesterday and maybe the day before's AMA? Actually, no, on Friday's AMA, Aisha, one of our key opinion leaders in the community, she's very excited about the game. She had a lot of questions about the actual game itself. And let me go over that real quickly for you all. You can see most of this on CinemaDraft.co, and I'll put that in chat as well. Oh, actually, let me see. Looks like Alan did not hear my call, so let me add the white paper to the chat. Where do we go? White paper. Here we go. One moment. Let's pinned. Oh, here we go. Yeah. Forward this to the chat. There you go. All right. So yes, the CinemaDraft.co is the company site. And also I'll put that also in chat. Okay. And you can scroll down, you can hover over and see, my LinkedIn, our CTO, business developer, Anton, my good friend advisor. He currently works at Rivian, which had a really big week last week, opening their IPO. George, he's our community manager, also known as Mr. Butler 20. Send him your AMA and marketing proposals. I'm a little busy over here. And Paula Cathuria. Oh, I love Paula. That's my girl. She is the designer behind the game itself. She is an incredible designer. A lot of, just very talented. Definitely is the one who brought us from our prototype to this. And this is just a really cool look at the game. Matter of fact, let me refresh this from the beginning. Can I do this from the beginning? Let's start this over. Back up. Okay. Actually, let's do this. That's proof. Okay, we don't need this. We don't need this anymore, do we? No, we're good. All the stuff is proofed out, locked up. We're good. Oh, I lost my FAQ. Okay, hold on. FAQ. Medium. There we go. So she is the designer behind the game design lookbook. And so let me explain to you the game briefly. And actually, let's go to the home page. Also, while you're at it, sign up for our newsletter right here at Updates. So basically, the way the game works is you have $100,000 in like a fake fantasy budget. You have 10 actor slots you must fill, no more, no less. And you have to fill them with one actor from three different types of actors. You have your headliners, their points are worth 40% more. You have your co-stars, their points are worth 20% more, and then you have and actually, let me just bring this up too. And then you have your day players, which are just straight points. And let me bring up one of our. And this is our DraftStream game. We did an alpha test. It was very spreadsheet based. A lot of numbers, trying to throw up. A lot of numbers, a lot of stuff going on here. But basically, this would be what our call sheet looked like during our alpha test. The 10 slots, you must fill all 10. You'd have tiebreakers for what you would guess the highest scores were from these different categories. And the way the game would work was you have a talent pool. You have a talent pool every week of new movies, TV shows, whatever would be on streaming content in North America. So, for example, this week, January 28th, the week of January 28th, 2021, you had what's something you guys might have heard of? All right, Mixed Dish, which was a NBC or ABC TV show in America that also would be on streaming as well, right? So we take 10 actors from Mixed Dish to create, to put in the talent pool. These two were the headliners. They were in green. Their points were 40% more. Co-stars, 20% more. And then day players, the lesser tier actors would be just straight points. And so the way the score would work is that it would be an aggregation of Rotten Tomato critic scores, Rotten Tomato and Metacritic critic scores, and also Google user and IMDb user scores. So, for example, if you looked up, say, Mixed-ish sitcom on Google, you get this page. And then you would click, say, Overview. Is this the all right, here it is. Then you'd see that 78% of Google users like this show. So we'd use that number and put it in, where'd it go? Mixed-ish. Here it is. You use that number here. It would go, say, there. So it looks like it had a little more love since we last saw it. So that number would go there. IMDb has a user score as well, 6.3. And actually what we would do is we would go specifically into the seasons. If it's a multi-season show, we would go to, say, the episode guide right here. And then everything in season 2. So we would take all, I think what they did, 13 episodes. All 13 episodes, we take these numbers and average them to get the number that we have over here, like a 7.1 at the time. And so that would be the Google, that would be the Google user score and the IMDb user score. We combine those and weight those 60% more. And then we take the Rotten Tomatoes critic score and the Metacritic critic score and combine those and then average those out into this. So Mixed-ish would be here. And if you all you math nerds, this is the formula for the columns. And actually, if you want to go under the hood, I will provide a link for you. If you want to take a closer look at the alpha test of a previous DraftStream game, go crazy. Okay, there you go. So you can see the formula, came out to this 99.90. And so every actor would start off with this many points, with 99.90. But if you're a co-star, you'd get 119 points for a Mixed-ish actor. And if you were a headliner, you get 139 because you have the bonus in, see? Times 1.4 times 1.2, okay? So the object of the game is to stay under budget, stay under 100,000, get all 10 actors who you think will perform the best within the parameters of the game. And so Gamble 24x7, he was a beast. He was one of our top players, like a poker player by, semi-pro poker player, I believe. And he just knew game theory pretty well. I don't even think he watched most of these shows, but he just knew game theory very well. And so this was the winning call sheet that week. And Mixed-ish did not come into play. So you see how he spent his salary, right? And notice all these headliners. Now, you must have at least one from the 3 actor types. So he has as many headliners as he could afford, and plus 1 co-star and 1 day player. This is kind of optimal strategy. You want to have as many headliners as you can that you can afford. And that got him 1,436.17 points. And compared to the rest of the field, he won by 10. And coming in second was my friend Jaybird, my poker buddy Jaybird. He's another game theory expert. Probably not even a huge TV watcher. Just really good at game theory and figuring games out. And then I came in third. This is me, Swag Official, with my second call sheet. And I will be playing the game with you all. I love to compete. I love to play. I like to see how I do against you all. The difference is CinemaDraft employees and family related are not allowed to win any money. So in this game, G24 won first place. He won second place money. When it came to third, it just skipped over me and then went again to G24. He got my third place money. So anytime there's a CinemaDraft employee or family, for example, mom had a good week. This is my mom's call sheet, Brown Baby. She came in 7th, it looks like. If she had actually been in the money, it would have just skipped over her and gone to IDEMO right here. Okay? So it's a really fun game to play once you get into it. I have a ton of strategy involved behind it. You can even check out that. So we always do the perfect call sheet. So optimize. So wow. So your boy was only G24 Gamble 24x7 was only 0.174 points off of the perfect call sheet. Look at that. Look at that. That is nuts. We also gave out $50 bonuses for people who nailed the perfect call sheet. He had done it actually 3 times. We have what's also called the low ball. So with every contest, let's say you want to, we would have a prize that would be a little bit better than, say, third place money for getting the low ball. We allow you to submit 3 call sheets maximum. So you'd have a choice to make. Do I go for first, second, and third place money? Which let's say might be $140, whatever, or do I go for first, second, and the low ball, which would probably be worth $160? Because with the low ball, the odds of the low ball is that you need to get the lowest possible score within a set bit of parameters. So you still have to have at least one headliner, one co-star, one day player from at least 3 different movies or TV shows, and you must spend at least $75,000 in your budget. So G24 won the low ball that week. Oh, actually, he tied with me for the low ball, which means he effectively won it because I can't win any money. And so his low ball, as you can see, now the game theory is opposite. Now you're going for the most day players as you can and as few headliners or co-stars as possible, because you don't want those bonus points. You want to keep it as low as possible. You want to figure out what show or movie is going to perform the worst. You want to stock up on that. You must have at least 3 different ones, actors from 3 different of those titles, and you must spend at least $75,000. And so we tied for the low ball. The perfect low ball call sheet actually was even lower than we were. And similar construction, day players, 1 headliner, 1 co-star. So that gives people an option. Maybe you don't stand a chance at winning, the top spot because maybe the player's just too good. So then you go for the low ball, get you a little bit of money, So that was always fun to look at as well. And with each one of these spreadsheets, you can take a look at the rules right here. A lot of rules, but I promise you, we'll have a lot of tutorial information available. There already is a lot of tutorial information available. There's the guide video. If you go to our YouTube page, you can see our playlists. Where are our playlists? Yeah, there we go. So this would be under DraftStream. That's the game that we're currently building. And even though I'm sure I blew your mind apart with all those spreadsheets, it's going to look a lot different. But we have some 134 videos. We got a lot of strategy videos behind how to play the game, best practices and stuff. So feel free to kind of take a look at some of these. We also have our quick start guide to the game, which I believe we did leave in our FAQ. Well, we left the explainer video. All right. Well, if you go to our website, we have the quick start to the game. If you want to get that 4 or 5 minute guided tutorial to how it will work, but we'll definitely re-record one once we have our site up. And then the lookbook. I mean, it's going to look fabulous, y'all. Just fabulous. Sign in. This is the lobby where you can enter into a bunch of different contests and tournaments. We'll eventually have the ability to make one-on-one contests and private leagues, things of that nature. It'll be great. This shows you submitting into, creating a new call sheet for a tournament, for a contest. This is what your call sheet would look like. See the 10 slots. See your budget up here. It'll show you your average salary remaining. And this would be your talent pool. You would scroll down through here, your talent pool, plus, minus. They're already on your thing. This would be, say, like the movie or the program detail for each different movie or show, and the actors who are in the show, which is great. A little overview, type, platform, release date, genre. This is an actor's performance over time. This is a different view of you adding your actors to your call sheet. And it just goes on. And this is really beautiful. Definitely take a look if you get a chance to look through these different pages. I mean, I'm very excited. And I've seen the work in development. It looks exactly like this. So we're in for a really good time, everybody. So that's what I mean by like we're not marketing in a website. We're a real company. We've been working at this for a while. We have employees, sunk costs, expenses, ongoing expenditures, marketing, all that sort of stuff. We are doing the work. So if you do invest in this token, you're investing in the future of this game and how and when actual utility comes with it in about 4 to 6 weeks, when people are actually using the CD3D token to buy into these games and to win more CD3D tokens, we should see our price dramatically go up. Like, this is just the beginning. This 21 cents, just the beginning. All right. 22 cents. All right. Up 21 cents. Okay. Anyways, so that is a glimpse into the game. And I've done all the talking. Does anyone listening have any questions before we wrap this up? Because I think I covered all the high points. It's so beautiful. I want to cry. I think most of your questions can be covered here with FAQ. I will add this recorded chat today to our previous video AMAs. I will make myself available tomorrow also, 1 hour before our sale, to do another video chat. That probably will only last about half an hour because we have things to do. For those of you who are curious about your place on the whitelist, you can make sure you're on the confirmed whitelist here. We will be uploading this once and one time only. We'll be uploading this to the PinkSale site at 3 p.m. UTC. So that's 7 a.m. my time, Pacific Coast time in USA. Only because it costs like $50, maybe $60 by the time Binance is done with its run to upload these names. We're going to do it one shot only. So if you're on this list right here, you'll be on the list. And as I mentioned, I am closing the list. We are at our 250 slot capacity. Promoters, if you still have people you want to add to your list, you are feel free to send me your list. We will add you to the list above and beyond the closed whitelist, but I will be closing the whitelist after we stop recording. And so if you need to get on the list, find yourself a promoter and get them to holla at us. Otherwise, after 10 minutes of our whitelist sale at 5 p.m. UTC, 9 a.m. West Coast time, USA, we will open it up to the public if there are tokens left to be opened. We are working with the Xiaoxi Z community. One of their sales went as fast as 43 seconds for the entire 400. I think it was a 400 BNB sale. So there may not be tokens for the public, but so if you're not on the whitelist, get on the whitelist now. I'll give you guys another maybe say 20 minutes before I totally shut down the whitelist. You'll be getting these tokens in bulk and at a discount. Nowhere else can you find this many tokens at these prices. Once again, the sale rate is 4,000 per BNB, which once again, it varies, but I think it should be. I think it should be around 660 ish. Yeah, see, it goes up and down. It could be 660 ish. But let's say for sake of argument, it'll be 660 at tomorrow. So that's basically about 16 cents. And then after we fill and post our liquidity on ApeSwap, it will be set at 3,000 per BNB or 22 cents. So this is a bargain, y'all. If you go now to buy on PancakeSwap or ApeSwap, you can't buy more than a few hundred at a time, and the price keeps going up. So lock it in, y'all. Get on the list. Get on the list. Get your tokens for cheap. Let's buy in bulk. 0.05 BNB minimum, 3 BNB maximum. And yes, you will be vesting your tokens, but that is for the health of the token price in the community. As you can see, we've got a lot going on. We will be doing the best we can to keep that price up and stable. And thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Any last questions on the way out? Anyone? Nope. All right, so I'll let this soundtrack play for just a little bit longer, and I will see you guys at the PinkSale tomorrow. And also right before, once again, 4 p.m. UTC tomorrow, I'll be back on the mic for half an hour to answer any questions lingering that you may have. All right, hope you all enjoyed learning more about the CinemaDraft game and token project. We will post this video shortly after it's done, and just follow all of our social media to stay abreast of any developments with the sale. And I will see you all in the rocket ship leading to the moon. Thanks, everybody.